Yes. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Trinity Baptist College on the west side of Jacksonville as we are getting ready for NCCAA college baseball between the home team Trinity Baptist College Eagles and the visitors, the Tigers from Voorhees College, all the way down from Denmark, South Carolina, members of the NAIA Association of Independents. It's a double broadcast once again here on this very cold Friday night here on the west side of Jacksonville. We are on FM 91.7 WTRJ in Jacksonville and online at ilovethetruth.com, in addition to our video feed on TBC Eagles on YouTube. I'm Ray Bureau. Tom Murphy is the radio producer, and Dean Bureau will work our camera for the video feed. And again, we are getting ready for Eagles baseball as they're taking on the Voorhees College Tigers. Tigers will come to bat in just a moment. Here's the batting order that will face sophomore Austin Hillier. Leading off is a center fielder, Mario Sumter. Batting second, playing second base, Henry Dan Brower. Batting third in right field, Quindon Montgomery. The cleanup hitter is a third baseman, Darius England. Batting fifth, playing first base, Julio Santana. Batting sixth behind the plate, Jameez McNeil. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, Jamari Cunningham. Batting eighth in left field, Ardonish Adside. And batting ninth will be the shortstop, Miles McCoy. And they're going to face Austin Hillier, who is making his second start of the season, his third appearance overall. No wins, one loss, an ERA of 4.15. Austin has pitched a total of 4.1 innings. He has allowed 2 runs, both of them earned. 3 hits, he has walked 4 and struck out 3. So the ball game getting ready to begin in just a moment as Mario Sumter steps up to the plate, left-hand hitting center fielder to lead things off here on this Friday night. 45 degrees and expected to get a little bit cooler as we go through the ball game, and we're expecting near freezing temperatures by the time we make it tomorrow morning. Welcome to Florida, Tigers. And the first pitch misses upstairs for ball 1. This is the second South Carolina team to make its way down to Jacksonville, and both times we've been in the 40 degrees, so these South Carolina teams like to bring that winter weather down south with them. Here's the 1-0, and this one also misses up high, making the ball 2 balls and no strikes. TBC Eagles women's basketball got a South Region win last night at Toccoa Falls College. A gentleman fell to Toccoa, and tomorrow both teams will end the regular season at Bob Jones University in another South Region matchup. The ladies tip off at 2 and the gentlemen follow at 4. 3 balls, no strikes. Hillier winds and delivers, and he walks the first batter on 4 pitches. And so the leadoff hitter is aboard. And now to bring up second baseman Henry Dan Brower. Runner at first, nobody out. Tigers no wins, 10 losses so far on the season. Trinity Baptist College 2-5. Runner at first, nobody out. Hillier from the stretch. Runner going on the first pitch. Throw down to second, it is in time! Jordan Almodovar, the catcher, with another terrific throw. And he gets the man caught stealing for the first out. I believe the pitch was called ball 1 to Brower. He is hitting .257, 4 runs driven in. The 1-0 from Hillier, and a curveball misses downstairs. So 2 balls, no strikes. Mario Sumter hitting .125, drew the leadoff walk, and then was caught stealing. Now the 2-0 from Hillier, and this one is fouled off to the right side and out of play. So 2 balls and a strike. The winds, when they blow, they can gust as much as 17 miles per hour. They're blowing out towards the right center field gap. Here's a 2-1, and this one is in there for a strike. When the wind calms down, it's not quite as bad, but man, when it blows, it is brutal up here in the bleachers. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hillier takes a long look in for the sign and delivers, and this one is fouled off into the Eagles dugout on the third base side. Head coach of Voorhees College, Mr. Marcus Smith, out of Lemoyne Owen College in Memphis, Tennessee. Coach John Copeland and his assistant John Shiver lead the TBC Eagles. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and here's the pitch. Ball 3 misses upstairs, and the count is full. One out, base is empty. A leadoff walk was erased, trying to steal second base. A bullet throw from the catcher Jordan Almodovar. Payoff pitch from Hillier. And this one misses a little bit high, and Hillier's walked his second man of the inning. Runner at first, 1 man out, and it brings up the right fielder, Quindon Montgomery. He's hitting .172 with 2 runs driven in. According to the DAC stats page for Voorhees College Tigers, no home runs so far on the season. Runner at first, 1 out. Hillier again from the stretch. And the first pitch in the dirt and blocked by the catcher. Almodovar behind the plate. Xavier Delgado getting the start at third base tonight. Kai Hudson is at second. Kai Hudson at short. Michael Camacho playing second, and Christian Draper at first base. We'll give you the outfield in just a moment for the Eagles. 1 ball, no strikes. Hillier from the stretch, catches the inside corner to even up the count at a ball and a strike. Christian Amlong is in left field. Parker Laffrey, the Eagles' leading hitter so far, he is in center. And the right fielder is E.J. Alvarez. The 1-1 instead to throw over to first, and the runner is back. Two walks by Hillier, one of them caught stealing. 1 out, here's the 1-1, and this one catches the top of the zone for strike 2. These two teams will do it again tomorrow. 2 7-inning ball games scheduled to start at 12 noon. We expect to be a little bit warmer, high 50s, maybe touching 60 degrees, bright sunshine tomorrow afternoon. The 1-2 instead over to first, and again the runner is back. That is Henry Adam Brower on first base. He drew a 1-out walk. I believe I mispronounced his name a little while ago. Sorry, Henry Adam. Here comes a 1-2. He gets a big lead, takes a bluff. This ball's in the dirt. Almodovar comes up firing, and it is into the runner. So that will go as a stolen base, and actually a break for the Eagles as the ball hitting the runner kept Brower from advancing on to third. But he is in scoring position with 1 out. Quindon Montgomery at the plate looking to drive in the first run of the ball game. Count is 2-2. Camacho holding the runner close, backs into position, and that one almost got the hitter to chase, but he took it outside for ball 3. So another payoff pitch coming from Hillier. He's walked 2. Has worked the full count on 2 hitters in a row. Runner at second, 1 out, time called. Montgomery steps out, readjusts his equipment. Tough to fathom these players out there in short sleeves, but some of them are. Here comes a 3-2, and foul tip held on by Almodovar, and that's strike 3 and out number 2. Jordan Almodovar, the sophomore catcher for Trinity Baptist College. enjoying his second season here at TBC. And Jordan Hales from Deltona, Florida, not all that far away from Jacksonville. Well, 2 outs, runner at second. Darius England trying to drive him in. He's the Tigers' third baseman, batting 148. And Hillier turns around, checks the runner back, and nothing going on for the Tigers on the base paths. England, according to DAC Stats, looking to drive in his first run of the season. Here is the first pitch. It's a breaking ball that misses low and away. So he gets ahead in the count. 1 ball, no strikes. Hillier's missed with the first pitch to all 4 hitters so far. 2 outs, runner at second is Henry Adam Brower. Drew the walk, stole the base. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch. This one is fouled right back into the screen. So the count even at 1-1. Julio Santana, the first baseman, waits on deck. I do remember some of these players from their trip down here last year and the previous year in 2018. Good to see them back on the field here at Trinity Baptist College. The Eagles won 6 out of 7 matchups between these two teams last year. Hillier from the stretch, checks the runner with big lead, and the 1-1 is grounded foul down the right side. Just missed getting over the bag and headed toward the corner for extra bases and an RBI. So the count remains 1-2. England will grab his bat, and Brower head back to second base. So congratulations to women's basketball coach Judy Allen and her assistant coaches and players. They got that big South Region win last night. Jayla Green, another 20-point performance. She got 21 for the Eagles. Here's the 1-2, and it misses down low in the dirt. Brower did not try to advance. Almodovar got on top of it quickly. We've already seen his arm. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Softball team is down in the Miami area taking on St. Thomas University, an NAIA Sun Conference opponent. They're playing 2. They started about 5:45. This one in the dirt. Almodovar had a little trouble picking it up, and that allows Brower to take third base, and that will be a wild pitch on Austin Hillier. So a runner at third now, but there are 2 outs and a 3-2 count on the batter, Darius England. Hillier takes a long look in for the sign. Runner leads off third. Here's a 3-2 and a high fly ball towards right. It's going to slice and hit the ground. Fair ball, and a run will score. Hit allowed by Austin Hillier. He's walked 2 in the inning, got 1 caught stealing. 1-0 Tigers. Here's first baseman Julio Santana, who is hitting 161, and this first pitch fastball misses upstairs. And again, Hillier missing with the first pitch on all 5 hitters so far. RBI single by England, the only scoring so far. He's getting a good lead off first, and here's the pitch. Taken a little bit inside for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. 1 run is in. Runner at first, 2 outs. Little flare by England, but he hit it in the perfect spot. Here's the 2-0. Big swing and a miss by Santana. Looked like he was trying to do some damage on that one. A fastball got plenty of the plate. Santana swung right through it. Jameez McNeil waits on deck. 2 balls and a strike. Hillier from the stretch. Runner not going. This one sliced foul and out of play. Actually hit the fence. And the count is even at 2-2. Dean did a smart thing today. He went to the store and bought us a space heater so we can try to keep our hands warm. It is cold here, especially for Jacksonville. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And the pitch, swing and a miss, and Santana chased one well out of the zone, up and away, and he helped out the pitcher. And Hillier ends up with 2 strikeouts in the inning. However, 1 run, 1 hit, 2 walks, and a man left. We go to the bottom of the first. 1-0 Voorhees, and we'll be back in 60 seconds on the Eagles Radio Network. Bottom of the first, 1-0 Tigers. The RBI single from Darius England. And here's the batting order for the Trinity Baptist College Eagles. Leading off will be third baseman Xavier Delgado. Batting second, the shortstop Kai Hudson. Christian Amlong is in left. He will bat third. Christian Draper playing first is the cleanup hitter. Big DQ, David Cavedo, the DH. He'll bat fifth. EJ Alvarez is in right, batting sixth. Batting seventh is the catcher Jordan Almodovar. Batting eighth at second base, Michael Camacho, and the center fielder Parker Lafferty will round out the batting order, and they will face Gabriel Miles, the pitcher for the Voorhees College Tigers. Unfortunately, pitching stats not available for the Tigers. But it'll be Delgado, Hudson, and Amlong, the first 3 scheduled hitters to face Gabriel Miles. A little flare down the right field line from Darius England brought home Henry Adam Brewer, who drew the walk with 1 out, came around to score. He also stole the base. In case you missed that top of the first, now you're caught up in all the action so far. Hillier walked 2, gave up a hit, but he struck out 2 Tigers as well. So 1-0 as the Eagles come to bat, their first offensive opportunity of the night. And they'll start things off with third baseman Xavier Delgado. Xavier's batting .333 on the season. He's worked his way into the lineup in recent ball games and finds himself starting things off here tonight. Eagles are 2-5 on the season as Delgado gets ready. Gabriel Miles, a long look in, and he winds and delivers. The first pitch is looked like a changeup that dropped into the zone for strike 1. So no balls and a strike. And Miles is ready, and the pitch. A breaking ball that stays upstairs to even the count at 1-1. The Eagles are coming off a doubleheader split against NCAA Division II Payne College. They won the first game last Saturday 7-5. Payne took the second one 11-5. Friday night's game was rained out, so they ended up with not just a doubleheader, but a series split as well. Ball 2 missed in the dirt. So Delgado, looking to get on base to start things off, is ahead in the count, 2 balls and a strike. And here comes a 2-1, and swung on and missed. Might have chased one out of the zone in the left-handed batter's box, and the count is even at 2-2. Delgado 3 for 9 on the season, has a double to his credit. Miles takes his time, looking in for the sign, now ready, the windup, and the pitch. Swing and a miss, he got him on a tailing fastball, and that is out number 1. So Miles fans the first batter he sees, and it brings up shortstop Kai Hudson with 1 out and the base is empty. Hudson, a freshman here for Trinity Baptist, very good speed. He's driven in 3 runs. He's batting .217 on the season. 5 out of 23 with a double. Looking to start a 1-out rally for the Eagles. Miles again takes a long look. And here's the pitch. And this one misses upstairs, a fastball for ball 1. Miles has a little hitch to his windup. He gets started, then pauses right in the middle before he continues on with the pitch. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch is a breaking ball and a good one that drops in for a strike. Not the pitch Hudson wanted. Good take by the young shortstop. So 1 ball, 1 strike. And pitch on the way is a breaking ball that misses low and outside for ball 2. Bean's using that heater to keep his hands warm. Might let his dear old dad at it between innings. If he's nice to me, that is. 2 balls and a strike. Now he shoves gloves in my face, but I brought my own. It's just hard to write things down while wearing them. So 2 balls and a strike. Hudson looking for one. He can drive. He has a lot of room in right center. And the pitch is downstairs in the dirt. And that's ball 4. I misread the scoreboard. Not the first time I made a mistake like that, and certainly won't be the last. Well, the Eagles have good speed aboard with 1 out. And the left fielder, Christian Amlong, at the plate. Christian batting .333 on the season. He's also drawn a couple of walks. Has driven in 1. Did a lot of leadoff hitting early on in the season. Now batting number 3 here tonight. And again, he has a lot of room, and I mean a big gap in right center. Sumter in center, playing the hitter to pull. Here's the first pitch, a fastball that misses up and away for ball 1. Meanwhile, Montgomery in right is pulled well over toward the line, so if Amlog, who is a good spray hitter, chooses to go the other way and can get it past the second baseman, he could run for a long time. He has very good speed himself. Hudson with a good lead off first. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch not going. A breaking ball misses up and in. That one looked like it almost got away from Miles. So 2 balls, no strikes. Again, good speed aboard at first base. Hudson has not attempted a stolen base yet, but we've seen him run. He can pick him up and put him down pretty well. Throw over to first, and Hudson back standing up. Amlong, the hitter. 2 balls, no strikes. Miles this time from the stretch, and this one is in the dirt. 3 balls, no strikes, and now Amlong in the driver's seat. Well, Miles looked really sharp to the first batter, but as soon as he let a runner get on base and started from the stretch, looks like he has a little trouble finding the zone. 3 balls, no strikes, and the pitch, ball 4. Hudson will trot into second as the ball got by the catcher. So 2 consecutive walks have given the Eagles runners at first and second, with 1 out for the cleanup hitter, Christian Draper. Christian, one of the 3 seniors on the roster this season, hitting a robust .435, no homers, 3 runs driven in. Eagles' only home run so far this season has been off the bat of E.J. Alvarez, and we'll see him in a couple more at-bats. But Draper has an RBI opportunity and good speed on first and second. Kai Hudson, the runner, at second. Christian Amlong at first. And the first pitch to Draper is a breaking ball that he takes for a strike on the inside corner. Julio Santana playing way off the bag at first. He's going to allow Amlong to get as much of a lead as Christian Amlong wants to get. No balls and a strike. Swing and a miss. Looked like Draper might have pulled his foot on that one, and it's 0-2. Now Miles worked a little faster on that pitch, maybe trying to disrupt the timing of the hitters and the base runners. Don't want to give them the same look every time. Time called. Draper steps out of the box, does a little equipment adjusting. He's down, no balls, 2 strikes. Everybody ready? Draper back in the box. Miles working from the stretch. Here comes the 0-2. Swing and a miss, a curveball that had Draper out in front, and that is out number 2. So 2 walks in the inning, but also 2 strikeouts, and brings up designated hitter David Quevedo. RBI situation for Quevedo, batting .333. He's driven in 3 runs. Hudson got a great jump. The ball hit the dirt, and Hudson just took off into third. Now he started to go, but held up, but by that time he was halfway down. That's going to go as a wild pitch, allowing Hudson into third, and Amlong taking second on the play. So now a chance for the Eagles to possibly take the lead with a base hit into the outfield. Time called, however, as McNeil, the catcher, heads on out to the mound. Ardonish Adside is the left fielder. Mario Sumter in center. Quindon Montgomery in right for the Tigers. Darius England at third. Miles McCoy playing short. Henry Adam Brower, the second baseman. Santana at first. And Jameez McNeil behind the plate. Big opportunity for the Eagles, but they do have 2 outs. All 4 infielders playing back, trying to knock it down and get the out at first. 1 ball, no strikes, and a pitch, and this one is fouled off the catcher. Well, we're going to see what the call is, because Hudson has come in, and it looks like there might have been a balk called on the pitcher. Well, that allows a tying run to score, and Christian Amlong takes third base, and no pitch as the Eagles have tied it up. And here's a changeup that catches the outside corner for strike 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. A balk allows the tying run to score. Now DQ has a chance to put the Eagles in the lead. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch, another good curveball that caught the outside corner. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Miles, I believe he was called for the quick pitch, the reason for the balk, and that allowed Kai Hudson to score. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and the pitch, a ground ball up the middle into center field, a base hit, and the Eagles have a 2-1 lead. So Quevedo with 2 strikes made contact, did exactly what he needed to do, and drove home the go-ahead run. Christian Amlong scores, and the Eagles lead 2-1. So a couple of really good sharp curveballs by Miles, and then DQ just stuck the bat out at one in the zone, found open room right up the middle, and that ball went almost straight over the bag. So he's aboard. Here's E.J. Alvarez. Told you about him a moment ago when he takes a fastball on the outside corner. 1 homer, 3 RBIs, batting .250 on the season. Limited opportunity. He is 1 for 4 with that long ball. Quevedo at first, 2 outs, and the pitch misses down and away. So Alvarez ahead in the count. Miles with the pitch and a breaking ball that misses outside. He's working quickly with runners on base, but he's been called already once for the quick pitch balk that allowed the tying run to score, and then the Eagles tacked on the go-ahead run. Quevedo at first. 2 balls, no strikes to Alvarez, and the pitch, swing and a miss, and it's 2 balls and a strike. Well, Miles fanned the first hitter, walked the next 2, struck out Draper. Quevedo got the RBI single, so both teams getting 2 walks and one of them scoring. Eagles got both of their walks to come in so far. Here is the 2-1. High pop foul, out of play, and the count is even up at 2-2. Well, for the weather we have here tonight, not a bad crowd. There are some Tigers fans who made it down from Denmark and surrounding areas. Gentleman and his lovely wife saying hello to me as the ball game got started. They're enjoying the ball game. Sorry about the weather. We know you weren't expecting this, but welcome to Jacksonville. As this one misses down in the dirt to fill up the count. Now with 2 outs, Quevedo should be off on the pitch. TBC Eagles on YouTube and FM 91.7 The Truth on the radio. There goes Quevedo, and this one is fouled straight back right over my head. Tom Murphy, the best radio producer there is. He's in the studio, and Dean Bureau is working our camera here on the video feed. Sometimes we have these double broadcasts, so it gives a lot of people a chance to watch and or listen to the ball game. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Quevedo at second, and the pitch, strike 3 called, and that retires a side. So 3 strikeouts in the inning, but 2 walks that both come around to score, and after one, Trinity Baptist 2, Voorhees 1, back in 60 seconds on the Trinity Radio Network. After one, Trinity Baptist 2, Voorhees 1. Each team take advantage of walks. Voorhees got 2 walks. One of those was caught stealing, and then Henry Adam Brower came around to score after he drew a walk and stole the base. Kai Hudson and Christian Amlong both drew walks in the bottom of the first. They both scored, Hudson on a balk and Amlong by an RBI single from David Quevedo. So hitters 6, 7, and 8 due up for Voorhees as we start the top of the second. 2-1 Eagles. Austin Hillier, 1 inning pitch so far, 1 hit, the RBI flare down the right field line from Darius England. Leading things off will be the catcher, Jameez McNeil. He'll be followed by Jamari Cunningham, and then our Donish Adside for Voorhees College. Tigers looking for their first win of the season. Here's Hillier with the windup. Second inning is now underway with a first pitch fastball that stays inside for ball 1. Jameez McNeil, the catcher, batting .261. And this fastball catches that inside corner to even the count at 1-1. Cunningham on deck, followed by Adside, and if anybody gets on, the shortstop Miles McCoy. Here's a pitch swung on and driven down the right field line, but that one is going to slice out of play. So Hillier now ahead, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, these two teams have a doubleheader tomorrow afternoon starting at 12 noon. We'll have it on the video feed on TBC Eagles on YouTube. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hillier winds and delivers a breaking ball that's lifted into left field. Might drop down, and it does. That's a base hit. Amlong gave it a diving effort, but came up just a little bit short. And a leadoff single for McNeil puts a runner at first with nobody out. Well, Christian Amlog came in a long way to try to make the diving catch, and that one was just out of his reach, and we're going to have a courtesy runner for the catcher. Tell you who that gentleman is in just a moment. It is Quadricus Petty. So he's going to take over for McNeil at first base, and it brings up the designated hitter, Jamari Cunningham. He's hitting 143 on the season, 1 for 7. Good lead off first by Petty, and first pitch on the way is a fastball right down the middle for strike 1. Cunningham making his 4th appearance in the batting order for Coach Marcus Smith. No balls and a strike. Big lead off first by Petty to throw over, and he's back in time. No balls, 1 strike, and again a throw over to first. All ready again for the 0-1. It's on the way, and a check swing, and they're going to see if he went around, and no indication just yet. And strike 2 has been called on the check swing. So no balls, 2 strikes. Hillier from the stretch. Instead, a throw to first as Petty's getting a big lead, and he's back in time. Hillier takes a long look in. Petty not phased by a couple of moves over to first. Now gets another half step. Not going. The pitch on the way. Misses upstairs. And a count now 1-2 on Jamari Cunningham. He's a designated hitter, the number 7 man in the batting order for the Tigers. Adside and McCoy due up next. Then the top of the order. 1-2. Hillier from the stretch. On the way and misses down low. Almodovar makes the block, keeping the runner at first. A leadoff bloop single into left by Jameez McNeil. Petty, the courtesy runner. Another big lead. He's on the move. Pitch is up high. Throw down is going to be in time, but it came out of the glove of the second baseman, and that's a stolen base for Petty. Almodovar made another terrific throw. Unfortunately, the Eagles, Michael Camacho, unable to hold on to the ball. So a payoff pitch with a runner at second, nobody out. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. Excellent pitch by Austin Hillier, and that's his 3rd strikeout and the first out of the inning. Cunningham had started walking towards first as if that was ball 4. He didn't get the call. So Donish Adside at the plate, the left fielder. He's batting an even 200. Hillier checks the runner. Swing and a miss at a first pitch fastball. Well, Petty stole second base, and he's getting a massive lead off the bag. Wouldn't be surprised to see him try to take third. No balls and a strike. Hillier checks the runner back and delivers, and this one is fouled off, making it 0-2. Adside has driven in a run on the season. He is 4 for 20. All 4 singles, but again the RBI, and he has a chance to drive in another. That would tie up the game. The 0-2 from Hillier. That's a ground ball towards short. Hudson has some trouble with it and has no play. That's going as an error on the shortstop, Kai Hudson. That allows Petty to take third. He would have been there anyway, but they also let the runner at first. So a couple of miscues in the field by the Eagles. Had a man caught stealing. Could not hold on, and now the bobbled ground ball puts runners at the corners with 1 out. Shortstop Miles McCoy at the plate. He's the number 9 hitter. McCoy batting .233 on the season. He's driven in 1. 7 out of 30. And we're going to see what Adside has in mind as he's at first base with a runner also at third. Hillier from the stretch. First pitch, runners going, square around the bunt. Almodovar fields, will throw to first, only play he has, and he gets the out by about a step and a half. So credit Miles McCoy with a sacrifice bunt. 2-3 on the putout. 2 outs. Adside advances to second. He was off on the pitch, so Almodovar had no chance at him. Petty holds up at third. Almodovar checked that runner back and made a good, solid throw to get the out at first. Second and third, 2 outs. Leadoff hitter Mario Sumter at the plate. He walked in the first and then was caught stealing. 2 men in scoring position. The first pitch from Hillier on the inside corner. Strike. Sumter, one of the Tigers, wearing short sleeves in this 44-degree weather. A number of the Voorhees Tigers are doing that as well. No balls and a strike, and the pitch swung on and missed, chased one in the dirt, and he's down 0-2. Eagles outfield pulled in. Got a gentleman sees my Cubs shirt and my Cubs jacket on saying hello. Sounds like he's a big Cub fan as well. No balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch almost hit the batter up and in. And Sumter was able to duck under it. So the 1-2 with 2 outs, runners at second and third. Sumter digging in, Hillier trying to get out of the inning without the run scoring. Here's the 1-2, and almost had the hitter chase a fastball upstairs. Sumter held up in time to even the count at 2-2. Spring training games began today. Just 1 game on the docket, but a full schedule tomorrow. Here's the 2-2, and this one is slapped foul into the Eagles bullpen. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 runners on, 2 men out. Deuce is wild here in the top of the second inning. Hillier takes a long look in. And here's a 2-2 and a chopper towards second. Cut off by Draper, flipped to first, is in time. Hillier just did beat the runner to the bag. 3-1 on the putout. Coach Marcus Smith pleading his case that Hillier might not have gotten the bag. The umpire says he did, and that is out number 3. Well, a hit, stolen base, and an error, but no runs. And we go to the bottom of the second. Eagles 2, Tigers 1. Back in 60 seconds on the Eagles Radio Network. We go to the bottom of the second, and hitters 7, 8, and 9 are due up for the Eagles. Almodovar, Camacho, and Lafferty, and had some technical issues with our radio feed. Hopefully everything's a little bit better now. Always good to have a backup plan. Our producer Tom Murphy knows exactly what to do. Jordan Almodovar leading things off for the Eagles in the second inning. They got 2 in the bottom half of the first. Almodovar now trying to start a second inning rally. Miles winds and delivers a first pitch and a changeup that drops in for a strike. Gabriel Miles allowed one hit, but he walked 2, struck out 3 in the inning. Both runs he allowed, however, are earned. Here's a pitch popped up to the third base side. That's going to be on the ground and give Almodovar a new opportunity. That ball tailed away from Darius England. That's going to go as an error on the third baseman. On the pop-up, allowing Almodovar at least one more swing. It is no balls, 2 strikes. Let's see if Jordan can take advantage. 4:44 on the season. Miles winds and delivers, and strike 3 called. A changeup again that dropped into the zone, so the missed pop-up did not hurt the Tigers. Only 1 pitch later, Gabriel Miles gets his 4th strikeout of the night. 1 out, bases empty. Second baseman Michael Camacho at the plate. Michael, nothing out of 3 so far on the season. He's been doing some pitching for Coach John Copeland. Hasn't had many opportunities to swing the bat. Has one now and takes the first pitch way outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Camacho, a good contact hitter. Remember seeing him last year. He's a sophomore now here in 2020. Pitch on the way, and this one dribbled foul, hit off the catcher's foot and into fair territory, so that's a foul ball. And a lot of viewers on our top chat letting us know they're watching. May not be able to get to everybody right away, but hello to Lazaro Martin, Aquilar James, Dee Stroy, Christopher Sanchez, and Amari Hunter. Thanks for letting us know you're watching here on a live video feed. A high fly ball, well hit towards the gap, but that's going to hang up and be caught in center field by Mario Sumter for the out. Now, Camacho hit the ball pretty well. Might have gotten under it just a tad. That allowed Sumter to camp under it and make the catch. Jalen Rivera also letting us know, watching the live feed. Hello to you as well. 2 outs, bases empty. Center fielder Parker Laffrey rounds out the batting order for the TBC Eagles. First pitch from Miles. This one fouled straight back. A good rip by Laffrey. He's a leading RBI man for TBC. He's driven in 4. He's hitting .389, 7 out of 18. He's also scored a run. No balls and a strike. Miles ready and a pitch. Ground ball into center field. That's a base hit. A 2-hopper hit pretty well by Laffrey, and he is aboard with 2 outs. So Eagles now trying to mount a 2-out rally. Got the base hit from the freshman from Winter Springs, Florida. He had some pretty good speed as well. Top of the order now, Xavier Delgado at the dish. He led off the ball game going down on strikes. Runner at first, 2 outs, and the pitch from Miles is low for ball 1. Now Miles has looked really sharp with the bases empty, but he's shown a little bit of trouble with a runner at first. No, 1 ball rather, no strikes, and a pitch. High drive, well hit, but hooked foul. And Delgado put a charge into that one, but he was too far out in front. That one landed out of play and on top of the batting cage. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Laffrey at first. Miles takes a long look from the stretch and delivers a breaking ball that misses low and outside. 2 balls and a strike. Delgado now ahead in the count. Miles had easy time with the first two hitters, then gave up the base hit. Now working to Delgado, and this is a good swing and a foul straight back. So the count of 2-2, and here's where Gabriel Miles wants to make it happen. Doesn't want the count to go full and give the runner at first a running start. Big gap once again in right center for an Eagles batter. Here comes a 2-2. Runner's going, and this one is fouled off to the left side. I like the decision by Coach Copeland and Laffrey at first base. If he is thrown out, the worst that would happen is a leadoff hitter starts things off in the third inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Laffrey returns to first. Delgado digs in once again. Miles from the stretch. And time called as the pitcher steps off the mound. Darius England hugging the line at third. Laffrey going again, and this one is in the dirt. And since Laffrey was off on the pitch, he will be credited with a stolen base. And he comes off the bag. Started to go back toward first. Might have thought the ball was fouled off, and he was fortunate to get back on top of the base. I was writing down the stolen base. Didn't see that initially. Eagles in the dugout, letting the runner know to get back on the bag. So the 3-2 to Delgado. Ball 4 misses upstairs, and the Eagles have 2 men aboard with 2 outs.
Ready?
That is the third walk issued by Gabriel Miles. The first 2 both came around to score. Kai Hudson was one of those men. He walked with 1 out in the first. Advanced to second on a walk. Advanced to third on a wild pitch and scored the first run on a balk. First pitch on the way and it misses down low. One ball, no strikes to Kai Hudson. One of our freshmen. And this is a hard ground ball towards short. It's going to be in the left field. 1 run is in. Another man rounding second on his way to third. Eagles lead 3-1 and have runners at the corners with 2 outs. Hudson hit that ball very hard. Got himself an RBI single. Delgado went first to third. And the 2-out single from Parker Laffrey leads to an insurance run for the Eagles. Runners at the corners, 2 outs. Left fielder Christian Amlong at the plate. He walked and scored in the first. Miles from the stretch, looks in, delivers a first pitch, breaking ball that misses outside. Wind is starting to pick up just a little bit. It's blowing out towards the right center field fence. Not all that hard, but it's gotten as much as about 17 miles per hour throughout the day and early evening. Hasn't blown all that much throughout the game so far, but it's starting to pick up a little bit now. Ball 2 missed downstairs, so Amlong now looking for one that he can drive. 2 balls, no strikes. Infielders playing back, trying to knock it down. They do have a force play at second. Here's a 2-0, breaking ball. Amlong taking this one for a strike. Not the pitch he wanted. He was looking for the heater. We're all looking for the heater tonight, and Dean's kind of hogging it right now. Dean, my son, just about to turn 20 years old, and really just a few more days. 2 balls and a strike. Sophomore at St. John's River State College in Orange Park. He's a graduate of Trinity Christian Academy. Here's a 2-1. Runner at first going, and the pitch is a curveball that hits the batter to load the bases. That's the first batter that either pitcher has hit. Eagles, after the first two men got out, have already scored a run and now have the bases loaded. Hudson moves into second. Delgado is at third. Time called. Coach Marcus Smith heads out to the mound. Waiting to take his hacks will be first baseman Christian Draper, who's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Coach Smith heading back to the dugout. And Draper ready to drive in at least one more. He has the bases loaded. There are 2 outs. And Draper again with a lot of room in right center. Mario Sumter playing the hitter to pull. First pitch swinging at a breaking ball that misses, or Draper misses rather, for strike 1. Ad side and left, playing close to the line. Here's the 0-1. Check swing. Did he go? And answer is yes, he did. So no balls, 2 strikes. Montgomery in right is giving Draper the line. Christian can run too. If he can get one in the corner, he'll be running a long time. Here's the 0-2. High chopper towards third and foul. Eagles do have a lot of speed on their roster. Miles looking to get out of the inning without any further damage. 1 run is in. No balls, 2 strikes. Wind up and the pitch downstairs for ball 1. Miles is going from the wind up with the bases loaded. That will allow Delgado a couple of extra steps in case the ball gets by the catcher. Here's a 1-2. Line drive, base hit into right. Delgado will score. Here's another man around second. Throw to the plate will be cut off, and the Eagles lead 5-1. Kai Hudson scores from second. Amlong goes first to third, running on contact with 2 outs. And after the first 2 men were out, the Eagles have come back to put 3 runs on the board. That is a 2-run base hit to right on the line drive from Christian Draper. So runners at the corners with 2 down, and David Quevedo at the plate. He is 1 for 1. He got the RBI single to put the Eagles ahead in the first. Pulled off that one as he tried to do some damage and missed it for strike 1. Draper made some good solid contact and found a hole to the right side to drive home 2. Breaking ball just a little bit high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Miles from the stretch delivers, and Quevedo chops this one into the Eagles dugout. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. 3 runs are in. Quevedo digs in. Miles from the stretch delivers. A breaking ball. Got him swinging. Ball hit the dirt. Quevedo hustled down to first. No call for the out. And we're going to see if that is a strikeout. If the ball hit the dirt, there was no throw to first. The bases will be loaded. Coach Smith wants an explanation, so we're going to see what the final call is before we do anything. As it stands, it goes as a strikeout and a wild pitch. So Quevedo reaches. Christian Draper advances to second. Amlong was already at third. He stayed put. And E.J. Alvarez is at the plate with the sacks full.
All I can say
That is strikeout number 5 for Gabriel Miles. Again, they will throw to first. And DQ never hesitated. He took off, did not take anything for granted. Eagles have the bases loaded with 2 outs. 3 runs in. Alvarez looking for more. Here's a first pitch and a strike right down the middle on a curveball. Alvarez was called out on strikes to end the first inning. Miles got him with that same kind of pitch, a curveball for a strike. Here's the 0-1. This fastball misses outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs. Miles winds and delivers, and a fastball in the dirt. 2 balls and a strike. Well, Amlong and Draper, very good speed at third and second. Quevedo, not too shabby himself at first. Here comes the 2-1. Curveball in there for a strike, and Miles has a sharp one working. Miles gets the sign, takes a long look in, winds and delivers. And this one misses low and outside, and a full count with 2 outs, and all the runners will be in motion. Obviously, you want to be very careful at third not to get down the line too far with the batter swinging. Payoff pitch, there go the runners. And this one is fouled off, a curveball. Alvarez able to make contact. You might notice Amlong with the batter swinging. He's swinging himself out well into foul territory just in case that ball comes his way. Here comes a 3-2. Runners again on the move. Ball 4 misses upstairs, and the Eagles will get another run. Credit Alvarez with an RBI on the bases loaded walk. Quevedo into second, Draper to third. And we're going to have timeout as Coach Smith heads out to the mound. A 4-run inning, 6-1 the Eagles lead, and we're going to have a pitching change. So we're going to pause for 60 seconds on the Eagles Radio Network. Well, the Eagles have scored 4. The play that may still be in question was the wild pitch on strike 3 to David Quevedo. Ball ruled that it hit the dirt. Quevedo hustled down the line. There was no throw to first. That kept the inning alive. E.J. Alvarez then drew a bases-loaded walk. Eagles lead 6-1, still batting with 2 outs and the bases loaded for Jordan Almodovar, who started the inning, called out on strikes. New pitcher for the Tigers, wearing number 15. A little hard to read the name here, if I'm seeing that correctly. Joel Kugra. Hopefully we'll get that correct, and he misses outside for ball 1. One ball, no strikes, and another one way out of the zone for ball 2. Nowhere to put the batter. And the pitch, a breaking ball that misses low and outside for ball 3. Rivera is the man on the mound for the Tigers. 3 balls, no strikes, and the pitch misses outside, ball 4. Almodovar gets an RBI on the bases loaded walk.
I go up there with no bat. I ain't lying. I go up there like Joe Booth. I go out to Joe Booth with no bat.
So Rivera comes in, walks the first man he faces, and the Eagles lead 7-1. Draper scores. Cavedo into third. Alvarez to second. Almodovar aboard, and a courtesy runner for the Eagles will be Jordan Broden running for Jordan Almodovar. 2 outs, bases loaded. Michael Camacho at the plate. First pitch is a changeup for a strike. Camacho 0 for 1. Flew out to center field, hit the ball pretty well. That was earlier this inning. Miles got the first 2 batters, and then the Eagles went on a tear. This one hits the batter, and that's going to force home another run. So an RBI the hard way for Michael Camacho. David Cavedo will score. It's 8-1. Alvarez to third, Broden to second, and Camacho aboard at first. And it brings up Parker Laffrey, who started this rally with a 2-out single. Stole the base and ended up scoring the first run of the inning. 8-2, Eagles lead, and here's a pitch, and this one misses low and inside. One ball, no strikes. Rivera from the windup delivers. Catches the outside corner to even the count at 1-1. One ball, one strike. And this one grounded toward first. Santana makes the play. He'll step on the bag to end the inning. But the Eagles have a big inning, as after the first 2 men were out, they score 6 runs, leave the bases loaded, but after 2, it's Trinity Baptist 8, Voorhees 1, back in 60 seconds on the Eagles Radio Network. Well, the Eagles had a big bottom half of the second inning and lead 8-1 as we start the third. Hitters 2, 3, and 4 due up for Voorhees, Brower, Montgomery, and England. Austin Hillier has gone 2 innings. He's allowed 2 hits, 1 run it was earned. He has walked 2 and struck out 3. Henry Adam Brower leading things off. He actually has no official at-bat. He walked, stole the base, and scored a run in the first. Hillier with his first pitch, and a fastball is chopped foul toward the left side. Well, Eagles, after getting the first 2 men retired, came back with 6 runs. Laffrey, Delgado, Hudson, Amlong, Draper, and Cavedo all reached and came around to score. Here's the 0-1 from Hillier, and this one misses a little bit low to even the count. So a ball and a strike. Fastball low and outside, makes it 2-1. Eagles infielders playing back, just trying to knock it down and get the out at first. Hillier did a really nice job of getting out of a jam in the second. First batter of the third, and this one is popped up and out of play to the right side. So count even at 2-2. Hillier had 2 men aboard with only 1 out, got out of the inning without a run scoring. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. High pop up to the right side, might stay in play. 3 men giving chase, and it's just out of the reach and onto the ground. Laffrey, Draper, and Camacho all hustling over to try to make the catch. Eagles lead by 7, top of the third. Brower back in the box, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hillier takes a very long look, now winds and delivers. Curveball that stays upstairs to fill the count. Another long look in by the pitcher. And a pitch on the way. Ball 4 just a bit outside, and a leadoff man is aboard. That's the second time that Brower has walked. It's a third one allowed by Austin Hillier. Montgomery heads to the plate. He was a strikeout victim in the first. Quindon Montgomery, the right fielder for the Tigers. Well, last time Brower drew a walk, he came around to score. The Tigers looking to do the same. Wind has died down a little bit, still blowing out towards right, but not as hard as it was a half inning ago. Bunt attempt is popped straight up. Almodovar will make the easy catch and check the runner at first. He gets back in plenty of time. So 1 out. Brings up third baseman Darius England, who had the RBI single in the first. That put the Tigers up 1-0, and then the Eagles came back with 2, and then had the big second inning. First pitch on the way, line drive, ripped into left field. That's a base hit. Amlong will get the ball back in to keep the runner at second base. England attacking that first pitch, and he hit that ball very hard on a low line drive. So 2 on, 1 out. Brings up Julio Santana, who struck out to end the first inning. Third hit allowed by Austin Hillier. Pitch on the way, a fastball right down the middle. Santana taking, nods his head in agreement for strike 1. The 0-1 on the way. Hillier working quickly, and he gets the outside corner. Probably the hardest pitch he's thrown so far tonight. Good fastball, a lot of life to it. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, 2 men aboard. Leadoff walk, pop up to the catcher, and a base hit. Swing and a miss, and that retires Julio Santana. Second time that Hillier has gotten the big man. And strikeout number 4. Now a chance again to get around a 1 out, 2 men on base situation. Jameez McNeil at the plate. He's 1 for 1. Got a base hit into left field to lead off the second. Draper not holding the runner aboard at first. Playing back to knock it down and get the out. And the pitch on the way into dirt and blocked by Almodovar. So 1 ball, no strikes. Outfield straight away and pretty shallow in all 3 positions. Long look back at second. Now Hillier from the stretch delivers and gets a swing and a miss. Count even at a ball and a strike. Now we expect it to be at least 10 degrees warmer tomorrow afternoon, at least mid-afternoon as anyway. Forecast calls for high 50s, maybe low 60s. Time called, batter steps out of the box. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, 2 runners aboard. Hillier checks the runner at second, now delivers, and a hop chopper towards third. That's going to be an easy play as Delgado steps on the bag to retire the side. So for the second straight inning, Tigers get 2 on with only 1 out, but Hillier gets out of it without a run scoring, and we go to the bottom of the third. 8-1 Eagles, back in 60 seconds on the Trinity Radio Network. Bottom of the third coming up, and the Eagles have the top of the order. Delgado, Hudson, and Amlong due up. A big 6-run bottom of the second inning has given the Eagles an 8-1 lead. Xavier Delgado followed by Kai Hudson and Christian Amlong to lead things off in the bottom of the third. This is a single 9-inning ball game tonight. Both games tomorrow scheduled to go 7. TBC Eagles on YouTube and our radio station, FM 91.7 WTRJ, and online ilovethetruth.com. We do many Friday night broadcasts here at Trinity Ministries. If we don't have a ball game, then Pastor Bruce Kellenhofer will do his spiritual talk show. He also heads up Celebrate Recovery here on Sunday evenings at Trinity Baptist Church, beginning at 6 p.m. every Sunday evening. Xavier Delgado has struck out, walked, and scored a run. Leading off here in the bottom of the third, and the first pitch from Rivera. He squares around, lays it down to first base line, has a chance to beat it. The flip will not be made, and that's a base hit for Delgado. So Delgado with the leadoff bunt single, and the Eagles have the first man aboard. Delgado squared around, put it right down the line, perfectly placed, and with his speed, he beat that out pretty easily. Kai Hudson at the plate. He has scored twice, and last time up drove in a run with a base hit into left. Runner at first, nobody out. Hard ground ball towards the hole, knocked down and then through. For a moment it looked like that ball would have stayed on the infield, but that's a second straight hit for Kai Hudson. Delgado advances to second on the single. And it brings up Christian Amlong. He has scored twice already without an official at-bat. He walked in the first and was hit by a pitch in the second. 2 on, nobody out. Very good speed aboard. Santana not holding the runner at first. Hudson getting a huge lead. Delgado modest lead at second. Here's a pitch from Rivera, a breaking ball that misses in the dirt. 1 ball, no strikes. A leadoff bunt single by Delgado, then a slap base hit into left off the bat of Kai Hudson. Amlong is ready, ahead, 1 ball, no strikes, and here's a pitch. And a good curveball right on the inside corner. Once again, the outfield giving the Eagles a right center field gap. Kristen Draper went that way and drove in a couple his last time up. Here's the 1-1. Amlong taking this one on a breaking ball from the side that catches the outside corner. Rivera giving the hitter a couple of different looks. He's come submarine. He's come 3/4. Here comes the 1-2. And this one, slow roller towards third. Going to be an easy play. 5 unassisted to cut down Delgado, and a fielder's choice for Kristen Amlong. Hudson moves into second, 1 out. Darius England, the slow roller, stayed with it, was able to get to the bag ahead of the runner. So Kristen Draper at the plate. Again, the 2-run single in the second. Sent it toward that gap that most of the Eagles hitters have had so far tonight. 2 on, 1 out, and the pitch. This one is grounded up the middle, could be 2. Flip to second for 1, throw to first, not in time. Draper hustling, and he'll be aboard with the fielder's choice. 6-4 on the putout. Kai Hudson moves into third. Draper at first. Used his speed to keep the inning alive, and here comes David Cavedo. He's 1 for 2. He drove in a run with a base hit in the first, and he's the man that reached on the strikeout wild pitch that kept the inning alive, and the Eagles got another run out of it. And first pitch on the outside corner for a strike. Cavedo then came around to score the 6th run of that second inning. No balls, 1 strike, pitch on the way, swing and a miss, and Cavedo lost his footing on that one. We had some rain last night and a little bit early this morning, so the field, although ready for play, might still be a little bit slick in some areas. And we didn't have the warm temperatures we usually have to help dry up the field. Draper on the move, a chopper towards third, it stays on the ground. Throw to first is not in time. Runner scores, another runner around third. Draper had come off the bag but got back in time. That's going to be an RBI infield single for David Cavedo, and the Eagles lead 9-1. Kai Hudson scores from third. Now Draper took third on that long throw to first, so runners at the corners with 2 outs. And E.J. Alvarez at the plate. A strikeout and a walk and a swing and a miss for strike 1. That walk came with the bases loaded and brought in a run. Good hustle by David Cavedo, sniffing out a single. Beat the throw to first. And that one is in the dirt. Now what made it a tough play for Darius England is the ball was chopped high, but when it hit the ground right in front of him, it did not come up. So he had to reach down to grab it, then reset, and he had a long throw to make. Here's a 1-1, and this one is chopped foul. England did all he could, but David Cavedo got down the line pretty quickly. A ball and 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners at the corners, 1 run is in. And this one misses outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Wind's starting to pick up. You can probably see by the shaking on your screen. Of course, our radio listeners, just take my word for it. It's happening. Here's a 2-2. High pop-up on the curveball. Santana in foul territory makes the catch to retire the side. Eagles get a run, and after 3, lead it 9-1. We'll be back in 60 seconds on the Trinity Radio Network. Top of the 4th, Eagles lead 9-1. Hello to some more of our YouTube viewers. Latasha Sumter checking out the ball game. I'm guessing you're cheering on Mario and the Tigers. Leanna Marie, hopefully I pronounced that correctly. Miss Asha McKinley. Leanna, once again, Marie. Thanks for letting us know you're watching on the live feed. Top of the 4th, 7, 8, 9 due up for Voorhees, Cunningham, Adside, and McCoy. Austin Hillier on the mound for the Eagles. Worked the first 3 innings. He's allowed just 1 run, 3 hits. He has walked 3 and struck out 4. Jamari Cunningham will lead things off. He's 0 for 1. He was called out on strikes his first time up. Temperatures are really starting to cool down, especially with that wind picking up a little bit. We started off the night, first pitch at 45 degrees. Again, we may get down into the mid-30s by the time we wake up tomorrow morning, but by game time, we should be back up in the mid to upper 50s. That's 12 o'clock tomorrow. Hillier with his first pitch to Cunningham and swung on and chopped foul. I usually use news4jax.com. No balls and a strike. Hillier winds and delivers a fastball. Swung on and strike 2. We're about 43 degrees at the moment. Wind blowing out towards right center, and the 0-2 is chopped towards third. Delgado had to reset, throw in the dirt, but Draper digs it out on the short hop, and an excellent play by the senior Christian Draper, and that's out number 1. That ball took a funny hop on Xavier Delgado. He had to reach back for it, reset his feet, throw was in the dirt, but Christian Draper, who can play pretty much anywhere on the diamond, made a terrific stop at first. So 1 out for Adana Adside. He's 0 for 1, reached on an error in the second. Takes this one downstairs for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. And a fastball just a little low for ball 2. See the flag out there in right center blowing briskly. Old Glory. And there's the first strike of the at-bat right on the inside corner. 2 balls and a strike to Adside. Hillier working quickly, winds and delivers, and this one is slapped foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hillier with the pitch, and strike 3 called on the outside corner at the knees, and that's the second out. That is strikeout number 5 for Austin Hillier. 2 outs, bases empty. That's the first time that Hillier has gotten the first 2 men of the inning, and it brings up the shortstop Miles McCoy. He laid down a sacrifice bunt in the second, so no official at bat. First pitch on the way is a fastball on the outside corner. No balls and a strike. Outfield straight away, not too deep, and the 0-1 on the way, and Hillier might have tried to overthrow that one, and it bounced in the left-handed batter's box. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Long look in for the sign. And the 1-1 on the way. High fly ball, shallow center field. Should be an easy catch for Laffrey, and that is out number 3. That's the first 1-2-3 inning of the night for Austin Hillier. We go to the bottom of the 4th. The Eagles 9, the Tigers 1. Back in 60 seconds on the Trinity Radio Network. And Laffrey. Tigers got their run in the first. Trinity Baptist came back with 2 in the bottom of the first, 6 in the second, and 1 in the third. Gabriel Miles started from Voorhees. Rivera has been in relief since the middle of the second inning. Jordan Almodovar is 0 for 1. Had a bases loaded walk his last time up. Trying to start things off here in the bottom of the 4th. And the first pitch from Rivera is in there for a strike. Darius England off the line and playing close on the left-hand hitting catcher. Here's the 0-1 and a breaking ball that misses outside. Almodovar, though, can get down the line pretty quickly. Here's the 0-1. And this one grounded towards second. Throw over to first will be in time. Brower ranges over to his right, makes a good throw to first for out number 1. Good pitch by Rivera, had the hitter out in front. Almodovar might have gotten that one right off the end of the bat. Cue shot towards second base. Michael Camacho, 0 for 1 last time up. Had an RBI hit batsman. 1 out, bases empty, first pitch, and swing and a foul tip into the mitt. No balls and a strike. Rivera delivers, and there's one's chopped toward third. England will field. Throw is low, but Santana digs it out. Nice job by the first baseman for out number 2. So we've seen both first basemen make a couple of really nice picks. That one short hopped Julio Santana, but he made a terrific play. Parker Laffrey at the plate. He is 1 for 2 with a run scored. Also stole a base in the second inning. He started that 2-out rally. Single to center field. And this one downstairs for ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Breaking ball, stayed up and in. So 2 balls, no strikes. Laffrey at the plate. 2 outs, bases empty. Eagles batting in the bottom of the 4th. And the pitch on the way, misses low for ball 3. After today, Eagles are going to be on the road a long time. Here's a pitch that is in there for a strike. The Russ Matt tournament down in the Orlando area. They play at a number of different facilities. That comes next. This one is slapped foul to the right side. Trinity Baptist will play Judson University in Auburndale on February 28th. They'll have a doubleheader against Trinity Christian College from Illinois coming down south. Here's a 3-1. Line drive, base hit into center field, and Laffrey trying to start another 2-out rally. Takes a big turn around first, and he is aboard with a base hit, his second hit of the night. And the Eagles will have some time off before they play 2 against Cornerstone University, and then Chicago's Robert Morris University. Those games are March 6th and 7th. Those are all in the Orlando area, either Auburndale or Winter Haven, depending on which game it is. Here's a pitch from Rivera, misses outside. March 10th and 11th will be the Perfect Game College Bash in Marietta, Georgia. Laffrey on the move, bunt shown, pitch is up high, the throw is also up high, and that's a stolen base for Laffrey. Delgado looks like he just might have been trying to disrupt the throw as much as he could, and it turned out to be a stolen base for Laffrey, his second of the night. 2 balls, no strikes, and this one misses up and away. At that Perfect Game College Bash, the Eagles will play Mississippi College and Aquinas College 2 times each on March 10th and 11th. Delgado again shows bunt, pulls this one back for a strike. He beat out a bunt his last time up. And then the Eagles will return to Jacksonville to play Edward Waters College at their place on March 20th, and then a doubleheader right here on the 21st. Hot shot towards third, knocked down. England fields, throws, not in time. Delgado, who we saw hustling to beat out a bunt his last time, gets the infield base hit. He hit that one like a bullet right at the third baseman. Laffrey will advance to third. And just like the last time, Laffrey led off, or rather got the 2-out single. Delgado followed with a base hit. And the Eagles again looking to mount another 2-out rally. Here's Kai Hudson, who has scored 3 times. A walk and a couple of base hits into left, and he came around all 3 times. So after tonight, Eagles' next home game 1 month from tonight. Delgado's on the move, got a terrific jump. The throw will not be made. Stolen base for Xavier Delgado. 2 men now in scoring position. Delgado now 4 for 4 in stolen bases this season, and this one misses outside. Three balls, 2 strikes. Might have said that wrong. No strikes. Pitch on the way. In there for strike one. After tomorrow's doubleheader, the Tigers are going to have a home game against Payne College on February 26th. Here's a squib shot. Could be a base hit. A runner's across the plate. Hudson is safe at first, and the Eagles lead 10-1. Couple of infield singles. That one drove home a run as Lafferty crosses. Delgado stops at third, and Kristen Amlong is the next hitter. Eagles have scored in every inning and lead 10-1. Voorhees will be at Savannah State University for a doubleheader. That Payne game is also a doubleheader at their home field on the 26th. March 4th at Savannah State University, starting at 1 p.m., the first of two. Runners on the move. There's a line drive into left field. That's a base hit. Delgado will score. Hudson will motor on into third, and an RBI single for Kristen Amlong makes it an 11-1 ball game. Kristen Draper has a couple of runs driven in tonight and a run scored. Reached down a fielder's choice his last time up. Well, Parker Lafferty twice tonight has started a two-out rally. Draper at the plate, runners at the corners, 2 outs. Runner on the move, ground ball towards third, and that's going to go into left field. A run is in, and Draper will turn around in second and head on into third. That's going to be an error on the third baseman. Draper goes first to third. Amlong scores, and it's 12-1. Amlong's run unearned. David Quevedo now at the plate. Draper aboard at first. Wait, my mistake, it was Kai Hudson who scored. Amlong, the runner at third. Conference on the mound as David Quevedo waits to take his hacks. He has twice driven in a run with a base hit. Also scored a run. Looks like we may have a new pitcher. Remaining games in March for the Tigers. March 17th against Morris College. That'll be a doubleheader. These are all home games for the Tigers. Trinity Baptist will head on up to Denmark, South Carolina for a single game on March 27th and a doubleheader on the 28th. Now Rivera's staying on the mound. Petty came in off the bench. I thought he might be heading to the mound, but it looks like he's going to third base. I heard Coach Smith say 4 for 24, so that is what we are going to have. So Petty went into right, and Montgomery came from right field to take third base, and Darius England has come out. So Petty will be in the number 4 hole of the batting order. Ball gets away, and a run is going to score. So Kristen Amlong crosses. Eagles leading now 13-1. Draper on at second. Quevedo takes a big rip and fouls this one into the dirt. This ball goes into dirt. Draper took a few steps, but will back up. Four runs in, 2 outs, runner at second. 2 balls and a strike to David Quevedo. Pitch on the way, and a breaking ball misses up high. Alvarez waiting on deck. Three balls and a strike, 2 outs, and a high fly ball towards right. Petty will make the catch falling down. Did he hang on? Yes, he did, to retire the side. Ball got up in the wind. Petty stayed with it and made the catch to end the inning. The Eagles, though, get 4 and leave a man at second. After 4, lead it 13-1. Back in 60 seconds on the Trinity Radio Network. Top of the order due up for Voorhees in the top of the 5th. Sumter, Brower, and Montgomery. Eagles added 4 runs in the bottom half of the 4th and lead it 13-1. Austin Hillier has gone the distance so far. 4 innings of 1-run ball. Don't see any changes on the defense for the Eagles. And ready to lead things off in the 5th, Mario Sumter. 0 for 1, a walk, and a ground ball. Hillier winds and delivers a first pitch and gets the fastball on the outside corner. One ball, no strikes. Swing and a miss. Count is 0-2. Long look in by Hillier. Here comes the 0-2 and a high pop-up headed back our way, but a little bit out of our reach. So the count remains no balls, 2 strikes. Another long look in by Hillier, now ready, and a pitch, a curveball, got him. The ball hit the dirt. Almodovar will throw down to first to complete the putout. That's a strikeout, 2-3 on the final putout, 1 away. Strikeout number 6 for Austin Hillier, and it brings up second baseman Henry Adam Brewer. He has walked both times up. He's also stolen a base and scored a run. Hillier ready with the first pitch, and a fastball misses upstairs. Eagles defense, as they've done all night, playing pretty much straight away at all positions. Not too deep in the outfield, about medium depth, and the 1-0 line drive towards right. That's a base hit. It's going to get through and roll close to the fence. Brewer around first on his way to second, and he'll pull up there with a stand-up double. That one was laced toward the gap. I thought for a moment it was going all the way to the fence. But credit E.J. Alvarez in right. He tracked that one down before it reached the fence, and he kept Brewer to a double. Quinton Montgomery at the plate. Started off in right field, moved over to third base a half inning ago. He's 0 for 2. Chance to drive in a run. First pitch from Hillier, fastball up and away. One ball, no strikes. And this one in on the fists and fouled straight back. Both bullpens very quiet. Well, now there's an Eagle man heading down and starting to do a little bit of soft toss. Have the obstructed view dugout between me and the bullpen mound. Can't see who's throwing. Just started to, however. And the 1-1 misses upstairs. One out, runner at second. The double into right center by Henry Adam Brower. 2-1 on the way from Hillier. And this one got the batter on the elbow, and that puts runners at first and second. And with one out, that'll bring up Quadricus Petty, his first at-bat of the night. We saw him as a courtesy runner for the catcher earlier in the game, but he came in defensively, took over in the batting order for Darius England. So he's in the number 4 hole, and he has a chance to drive in a run. Quadricus Petty, 1 for 10 so far on the season, but he has driven in a run. Brower at second, Montgomery at first. One out. Hillier gets through this 5th inning. He will qualify to be the winning pitcher. First pitch to Petty, a fastball on the inside corner for a strike. And that pitch missed low in the dirt. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 2 on, and a pitch. And that one misses just a bit off the outside corner. 2 balls and a strike. Hillier delivers and swing and a miss to even the count. First at-bat of the night for Quadricus Petty. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. That is strike 3. That's the second one of the inning for Austin Hillier. Number 7 overall on the night, and it brings up Julio Santana, who has gone down twice on strikes. RBI opportunity for Santana. Hillier with the first pitch, fastball outside. Santana can reach, keep the inning going. Demise McNeil will wait on deck. And pitch on the way, a chopper foul to the left side. 1 ball, 1 strike. Wind has died down a little bit, still blowing out towards right center. It was a little harder a few minutes ago. Here's a pitch, and line drive caught at first base by Christian Draper, and that retires the side. Good contact by Santana, but Draper able to make the one-handed grab to end the inning. A double and a hit batsman, but no runs for the Tigers. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Eagles 13, Tigers 1. Back in 60 seconds on the Trinity Radio Network. Six, 7, and 8 are due up for the Eagles. Alvarez, Almodovar, and Camacho, barring any moves by Coach Copeland. Rivera getting ready to start the inning. Eagles 13-1. And heading to the plate to lead off the bottom of the 5th will be E.J. Alvarez. 0 for 2 on the night, but an RBI base on balls in the second. I do not see any changes for Voorhees. Rivera gets ready for the first pitch. And this one's on the way and misses upstairs. And Mario Sumter had come all the way over towards right field, and he had to hustle back while the pitch was being made. Here's the 1-0, and this one fouled into the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. So Rivera and the defense fortunate on the first pitch. Alvarez took and didn't put one into center field. So ball and a strike to E.J. Alvarez. Rivera winds and delivers and misses outside for ball 2. Looking ahead to the 6th, it'll be McNeil, Cunningham, and Adside for the Tigers. The 2-1. High chopper towards short. Going to be a tough play. Strong throw to first is in time. Had to wait for the umpire to make the call. That's how close it was. And a nice job by McCoy at short. He ranged a long way to make a good, strong throw for the out. So Jordan Almodovar in 0 for 2, an RBI walk. And pitch from Rivera. Almodovar showed bunt, pulled back in time to take a ball on the outside part of the plate. One ball, no strikes, and this time not showing bunt, and this one's called a strike on the corner. Here's a 1-1. Rivera works quickly and delivers. Almodovar tried to bunt this one and fouled it off right into the mitt. So 1-2 to Almodovar. Chopper towards first, right at Santana, and that'll be a very easy, unassisted putout. So Rivera gets the first 2 men, and it brings up Michael Camacho, who is 0 for 2, but an RBI. hit by a pitch with the bases loaded in the second. Rivera's first pitch to Camacho on the outside corner for strike one. And this one misses low and inside. And let's pause 10 seconds for our radio station to identify itself on the Trinity Radio Network. And during the station ID, ball three missed low and outside. So Michael Camacho way ahead in the count, 3 balls, no strikes. Pitch on the way from Rivera. Ground ball headed up the middle. That's a base hit into center field. So Michael Camacho has his first hit of the night. Runner at first, 2 men out. Brings up Parker Laffrey, who twice has started a 2-out rally with base hits into center field. Also stole bases and scored runs both those times. He has Camacho at first, 2 outs. Eagles leading by 12 in the bottom of the 5th. Rivera from the stretch delivers a line drive. That's a base hit. Camacho will round second. He'll motor on into third. Laffrey going for 2. The throw will be late. Here's a runner trying to score. Throw to the plate, not in time. Gets away, and Laffrey will take third. Well, credit Parker Laffrey with an RBI double. He ends up taking third on the overthrow. Camacho scores all the way from first, never hesitated, never slowed down. And the Eagles lead 14-1. First RBI of the night for Parker Laffrey, 5th on the year. He leads the team, and it brings up Xavier Delgado. It's had a pretty good night himself. And this one is on the inside corner for a strike. A walk and a couple of infield hits and stolen base and 2 runs scored for Xavier Delgado. Swing and a miss, and he's down 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner at third, pitch on the way. That's a chopper, fielded by Montgomery to throw to first in time to retire the side. Eagles get 1 and leave 1, and after 5, lead at 14-1, back in 60 seconds on the Trinity Radio Network. Ryan Heller will take over on the mound for the Eagles in relief of Austin Hillier, who was very good on the mound. 5 innings pitched, 1 earned run, 3 hits, 3 walks, and 7 strikeouts. He went 5 innings, so he will qualify for the win. And Ryan Heller will take over for TBC. Heller will face McNeil, Cunningham, and Adside in the top of the 6th. Ryan Heller is making his 3rd appearance, an ERA of 3.0, a total of 3 innings pitched, 2 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, and 4 strikeouts. 6, 7, and 8 due up for Voorhees College. Jameez McNeil at the plate. He's 1 for 2, a base hit in the 2nd, and a ground ball to the first baseman his last time up. So Ryan Heller trying to finish this one off. Eagles lead by 13. That's a 9-inning game. And we'll see if the 10-run rule is in effect should the Eagles still lead by 10 or more at the conclusion of 7 innings. 2 7-inning ball games scheduled for tomorrow. Ryan Heller getting ready for his first pitch. The windup and the delivery. Fastball that misses low and inside. Cunningham is on deck, followed by Adside and McCoy. Pitch on the way, downstairs, 2 balls, no strikes. Looks like we might have a new batter in the on-deck circle now for Voorhees. Pitch on the way is in there for a strike. Heller winds and delivers, and a hard drive down the left field line. That's a fair ball. McNeil will round first. He'll come on into second, and he'll beat the throw for a double. Jameez McNeil with his 2nd hit of the night. That one just inside the third base bag. Hit that one very hard and has himself a leadoff double. And looks like we'll have a courtesy runner take over. It was Petty the first time, but Petty's now in the ball game, so we'll see who the new runner is for McNeil. Meanwhile, there will be a pinch hitter at the plate for the Tigers. Number 12, Christopher Rivers, will bat for Jamari Cunningham. So a runner at second, nobody out. Rivers his first at bat, first pitch from Heller. Check swing, and he went around a little too far. Can't quite tell who the courtesy runner is at second base. We'll see if we can get that to you. No balls and a strike. Pitch on the way from Heller. Back to the box. He'll go to first. Took a look, but with a big lead, made the wise decision to get the easy out. Runner moves into third, 1 away, and it brings up the left fielder, Adonish Adside. Heller from the stretch with the runner at third, and a high chopper. Heller will come off the mound, field, throw to first. Draper could not hold on, and a run will score. That's going to be an error on the pitcher. No RBI credited because the runner had held up and didn't start to go until after the throw was made. So a run is in, it's 14-2, 1 out, runner at first, Miles McCoy, the scheduled hitter. He's 0 for 1, a sac bunt in the second and a fly ball to center in the fourth. Heller's first pitch is fouled off to the right side. Eugene Farrell was the courtesy runner who ended up scoring on that last play. Ad side aboard. Heller from the stretch. No balls and a strike, and the pitch is upstairs. One ball, one strike. Ryan Heller in relief of Austin Hillier. Big lead off first. And the 1-1 swung on and missed. One ball, two strike. That ball was right in on the fist of McCoy. And the 1-2 from Heller. This one is chopped foul. Off to the left side. Adside had gotten a pretty good secondary lead and a great jump on the swing. Eagles lead 14-2. Runner not going, and the pitch misses high for ball 2. Mario Sumter waits on deck. Jacket on in the on-deck circle. I don't blame him. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and a pitch in the dirt. Blocked by the catcher. Snap throw to first in time. Almodovar picks off the runner, and that's the second out. Second man that Almodovar has taken off the base pass. He threw behind the runner. Christian Draper got on the bag and made the tag. So 2 outs, base is empty. Pitch on the way is a fly ball towards right. Should be an easy play for Alvarez. He makes the catch to end the inning. Well, an unearned run, but it's on the board, and we go to the bottom of the 6th with the Eagles leading 14-2 back in 60 seconds on the Trinity Radio Network. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Kai Hudson, Christian Amlong, and Kristen Draper are the scheduled hitters for the Eagles, who lead 14-2. The big 6-run second inning. Eagles have got another 2-out rally in the 4th. When they put 4 on the board, they scored at least 1 in each of their first 5 at-bats. And Kai Hudson, who has scored 4 of those runs, is at the plate. He's also driven in 2. He is 3 for 3 plus a walk, and he'll start things off in the bottom of the 6th. Joe Rivera gets ready, and his first pitch misses low and outside for ball 1. I see Will Van Sickle with a bat and a helmet. See if he comes to bat in the inning, and the pitch is driven down the left field line. That had home run distance, but pulled well foul. Hudson with a huge night, looking to tack on, and he was out in front. Here's the 1-1, and this one misses inside, almost hit the batter. Fences have been redone. It's now 320 down the lines. It was 340 last year. Here's a 2-1, And this one misses low and outside. 360 in the alleys and 400 still to straightaway center field. Fences moved in just a little bit from last year. 2 balls and a strike and a pitch. Again out in front and on top of the batting cage. 2 balls, 2 strikes. This is also the high school home of Trinity Christian Academy. Varsity, JV, and junior high play here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch is outside. Oh, that was ball 4, not 3, my mistake. And the leadoff hitter is aboard. So Kai Hudson aboard at first, and we're going to have a new batter for Christian Amlong. Sammy Coffrin comes off the bench, a Jacksonville product from Paxson High School. Get his first at-bat of the night, batting in the place of Christian Amlong, who scored 3 times. So Kai Hudson aboard at first, Coffrin at the plate, and the pitch on the way misses low and outside. Will Van Sickle has a bat. He's in the on-deck circle. He'll bat for Christian Draper. Pitch on the way, misses outside for ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. And this one is in the dirt for ball 3. Coffrin hitting .231 on the season with a run driven in. Kai Hudson, good speed aboard at first. 3-0 on the way, misses low and outside for ball 4. First 2 batters have reached via the base on balls, and it brings up Will Van Sickle, batting in the number 4 hole in place of Christian Draper. Van Sickle batting .125 with 2 runs driven in. Has an RBI opportunity with runners at first and second and nobody out. Will also do some pitching. He and his brother Ben, relievers here for Coach John Copeland. Will also plays first base. We've seen him there quite a bit so far this season. Here's the first pitch, swing and a miss out in front of a breaking ball. No balls and a strike. Rivera from the stretch, working quickly, and gets strike 2. Van Sickle, again, out in front of the breaking ball. Top of the order due up for the Tigers in the 7th, Sumter, Brower, and Montgomery. Here's the 0-2, a ground ball towards second. Flip to second for 1, no throw back to first. Tigers do get the force out. Hudson moves into second, and Will Van Sickle is aboard with a fielder's choice. 4-6 on the putout for the first out of the inning. And David Cavito will head up to the plate. He has driven 1 in, actually driven in 2, and scored a run. Pitch on the way and a high fly ball, and there were 2 outs. I must have missed something as that pop-up is caught by Santana, and that ends the inning. Well, we go to the 7th. The Eagles lead 14-2, and we'll be back in 60 seconds on the Trinity Radio Network. We go to the top of the 7th. The Eagles lead 14-2, and Merrick Ask, a freshman from Hernando High School, now takes over on the mound. Third pitcher of the night for the Eagles. Austin Hillier started and went 5. Ryan Hellier worked the 6th, and now Merrick Ask is working the top of the 7th. He will face Mario Sumter, Henry Adam Brower, and Quindon Montgomery. Again, I must have missed something. There was a force out at second, runners at first and third, and as I'm writing something down in the scorebook, suddenly we had 2 outs and a runner at second before David Cavedo ended the inning with a pop-up. In any event, the Eagles leading by 12 as we start the 7th, and again, both NCCAA and NAIA often use the 10-run rule after 7 innings. We'll see if that is in effect here tonight should the Eagles retire the side without 3 runs scoring. Mario Sumter will lead things off. He is 0 for 2. Went down on strikes his last time up. So now Merrick Ask ready with his first pitch. On the way, and bunt shown, and the fastball misses up and away. One ball, no strikes. Ask making his second appearance, and the pitch on the way misses just a little bit high. He has pitched 1 inning so far, allowed a hit, but nothing else. 2 balls, no strikes. And that one is right down the middle, making the count 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike, pitch on the way. A curveball catches the outside corner. Van Sickle, I believe, has stayed in the ball game to play first in place of Kristen Draper. Here's a 2-2, swung on and missed. He struck him out. So Ask comes in and strikes out the first man he faces. 1 out, bases empty for Henry Adam Brower. He has walked twice, doubled, and scored a run. One out, bases empty. Brower at the plate. Merrick Ask on the mound for the Eagles. First pitch on the way, and a curveball misses outside. One ball, no strikes. Ask winds and delivers. A curveball lifted high to the right side. 3 men giving chase, and the catch will be made for out number 2. Sammy Coffrin, who stayed in the game after batting for Kristen Amlong. And there are 2 outs. Quindon Montgomery at the plate, hit by a pitch his last time up, 0 for 2. Started off in right field, moved over to third base a couple of innings ago. 2 outs, bases empty, top of the 7th. Eagles lead 14-2, and pitch on the way, right down the middle with the fastball for strike 1. No balls and a strike. Curveball swing and a miss, and Ask well ahead in the count now. No balls, 2 strikes. The 0-2 on the way, and strike 3 called on the inside corner, and that will end the inning. Ask gets the Tigers in order. And it looks like that is going to be all, as a 10-run rule in effect in the 7th inning, and Trinity Baptist College wins this one 14-2. The winning pitcher, Austin Hillier, with 5 innings pitched. He allowed just 1 earned run on 3 hits. He walked 3, and he struck out 7. Gabriel Miles takes the loss for the Tigers, but the truth player of the game will be Kai Hudson, who was on base all 5 times he came to the plate. 2 walks, 3 hits, 2 runs driven in, and 4 runs scored. So tonight's truth player of the game, Eagles shortstop Kai Hudson. Congratulations, Kai, and congratulations to the Trinity Baptist College Eagles. These 2 teams will meet again tomorrow beginning at 12 noon. We'll have that game on our video feed only, TBC Eagles on YouTube. We want to thank Tom Murphy, the radio producer at FM 91.7 WTRJ, Dean Bureau, our cameraman on our video feed, Coach John Copeland and Coach John Shiver. Coaches for the TBC Eagles, Mr. Marcus Smith leading the Tigers, and Coach John D. Jones, the athletic director here at Trinity Baptist College. Thank you everyone watching on YouTube and listening in on ilovethetruth.com and FM 91.7 WTRJ. Eagles now 3-5 on the season. We'll be back on YouTube tomorrow at 12 noon. I'm Ray Bureau saying good night and God bless you from Trinity Baptist College and FM 91.7 WTRJ on the Trinity Radio Network.